Hi guys, today we're going to be doing the history of Antarctica. You might say, what? History of Antarctica? It's like it doesn't have any history. Well, it does a bit. Stay tuned and enjoy the video. So this is Antarctica. For thousands of years, humans imagined a giant landmass at the bottom of the world. This is the world, and that's the bottom. The ancient Greeks called it Terra Australis. By the way, this is the Greece. Ancient Greek used to live there. The southern land, meaning the southern land, they believed it balanced the world's continents like a giant counterweight. Showing old maps, drawings, and theories, but this mysterious land existed only in the mind of philosophers. No one had ever traveled far enough south to find out if it was real. During the age exploration, sailors pushed farther south than ever before. Captain James Cook circled Antarctica without seeing it, but he found massive icebergs. Oh no. Icebergs are kind of like this. That's Elephant Island. Oh my god, wow. I never knew the Elephant Island. Found icebergs proof that land must be nearby. He wrote that no one would ever be able to reach such a dangerous frozen region. He was wrong because soon the icy continent revealed itself. In 1820, 3 expeditions, Russian, British, and American, each claimed to be the first to spot Antarctica's coastline. Well, the coastline is very dangerous of Antarctica. Bellinghausen, Russia, Bransfield, Britain, Palmer, USA. Though they saw the icy cliffs, none dared to step foot on the freezing ground. For now, Antarctica remained untouched. After Antarctica was spotted, seal hunters, they catch seals. They live in the ocean. And whalers began visiting nearby islands. Do you want to count that as a nearby island? This definitely. Nearby island. Many faced deadly storms, like the Bermuda Triangle, but it's not like that type of storm. Well, Many faced deadly storms, months of darkness, and ships crushed by ice. Show footage of an oh my gosh. These early sailors weren't explorers. They were workers trying to survive. But their voyages proved one thing humans could These early sailors weren't explorers. They were working, trying to survive. But their voyages proved one thing. Humans could reach Antarctica, and someday they could explore it. Adrien de Glissier's Belgian expedition becomes stranded in park ice. This is the first winter, 1897 to 1899. What I basically did. Adrien Arnian de Glacier Falcon expedition becomes, like, that's the first winter. It's like he was stranded in pack ice. They became the first human to survive an Antarctic winter, trapped in darkness for months. The race to the South Pole. A Norwegian person, Roald Amundsen, using dog side experience and careful planning, Ronald Musel became the first person to stand at the South Pole. A British person from the UK, Robert Falcon Scott. Scott arrives 33 days later after Ronald Amundsen. Exhausted and beaten, Scott and his men died on the journey home, just 18 kilometers from safety. Their story became one of the greatest tragedies in exploration history. Enter Shachel's legendary survival story. Shechel never reached the South Pole, but he became more famous for something even greater, saving every one of his men off the ship. The edges was crushed by ice. As the world entered the 20th century, several countries wanted pieces of Antarctica, including Britain, France, Australia, New Zealand, Argentina, and Chile. Lines were drawn on the map, but there were no people living there to grow in. Operation Deep Freeze, 1955 to 1956. The U.S. builds permanent research stations on, International Grizzly Year, 1957 to 1958. For the first time in history, nations worked together to study the planet. Antarctica became a giant science laboratory. I know there's a researcher. Research Center Antarctica. Oh, no. But I know there's one. But I don't know what it's called. Let's put the person on. Here. No. Here, yes, here. Let's look. This is not a research station. It's people. Yeah. Okay. There's people there. But there should be a research somewhere. For the first time in history, nations worked together to study the planet. Antarctica became a giant... In 1691, something amazing happened. 12 countries signed the Antarctic Treaty, agreeing that Antarctica would belong to no nation. It would be used for peace and science. No military bases, no mining, no nuclear weapons, freedom for science. That's basically it. Today, over 50 countries have joined Antarctica. Antarctica is one of the only places on Earth dedicated to peace. Scientists have found meteors from Mars. How is this supposed to do anything with this? From Mars, fossils of ancient forests and creatures living beneath thick ice. Subtropical lakes. Beneath thick ice, like subtropical lakes, Wait, what? Creatures living beneath. Scientists have found meteors from Mars, fossils and ancient, and creatures living beneath thick ice. Oh, that's cool. Subtropical lakes, penguins, and ice cores. Like, penguins live. No, penguins don't live in Mars. What? Massive observations studying climate and. Yeah, they were studying climate and. For Mars. No idea. Oh, some ice cores are 800,000 years old, holding clues to Earth's past climate. Today, the continent faces new challenges, thawing glaciers, rising sea levels, and questions about what the future will bring. Antarctica is changing fast, and what happens here affects the whole planet. From the ancient myths to explorers, from an international cooperation to cutting-edge science, Antarctica remains one of the Earth's most incredible places, a frozen world at the edge of the map, still filled with secrets waiting to be discovered. This is the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next.